on. Hold on. We are now live. Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Cassie King here, and I'm back having you another motherfucking live stream. And I'm here with the guys.
Hey, this is a super secret stream episode, so if you're seeing it, be very quiet about it.
Shh, whisper.
These are the guys who used to play, what was that game, Cass? That used to play with the guys.
League of Legends!
Right.
We got a viewer. Hello to our first secret viewer.
A secret viewer,
That's
this
me.
is a secret stream, so you got to be secretive about it. You've got to whisper your comments down below. You can't, no caps locks, okay? No caps locks allowed in the stream.
You have to address the historian, because I think it's just me, so... Hey, story.
All right, gentlemen.
Krusty, I think you'll be glad to know that I added Goldfinger's Superman to my playlist.
Nice.
What about
I am happy with that. Okay, here's a question.
Yes.
Okay, you're trapped on an island. And
Is
you
this
can
Desert
only...
Island Discs?
No,
Yeah.
this isn't Desert Island Discs. You're allowed one food
You can only
that,
take
to
one
have an
pork.
infinite amount of.
So true, yeah. I was going to say
Okay, so I
pork
get one
food.
food that I get an infinite amount of.
Yep, so you'll never run out of it, but you're on this island, so that's probably...
That is the perfect casket desert island question. What would you say, casket?
Burritos.
What kind? Bean, beef?
Gas station.
Okay, gas station. But
He's going
bean
cheap ass
beef.
burritos. He wants infinite gas station burritos.
Hey, you'd be
Have you
surprised
ever
how
had
good
gas
some of those gas station burritos are.
Bro, you
Oh,
could have
don't
had
doubt
fucking
you.
Chipotle burritos, and you want gas station burritos.
Yeah, but I get an infinite amount, so it doesn't matter how big they are.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. But Chipotle has fresh ingredients, like, bro.
What if I don't want fresh ingredients?
And that's why you're a 400-pound man.
Casket's lifeblood is like gas station food, and he knows that, and that's why he said that.
What, under your skin? Now, what about...
Well,
Now,
what about this? Why don't we continue with this? Krusty, what do you say? You're on the desert island. What's the one food you would take?
I know what his answer is.
What is it, Casket?
It's McDonald's fries and KFC gravy.
Wait, what?
It's McDonald's French fries and KFC gravy.
No, no. I don't want poutine.
Right.
Okay.
What do you want? You got one food. I think Krusty's enough to know, that the nutrients there are not enough. What are you going to take, Krusty?
I would say my one food item... No, baby. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's hard. I would say my one food item would be... It's got to be nutritious. It's got to be... The macros have got to be right. I would say... infinite chicken sandwiches.
Not bad.
Because I can throw the buns away and just eat the veggies on it and the chicken.
Well, you can use the bun to get birds.
Yeah, I can use the buns to break it up to get birds to come in.
Yeah. This is a really desert island. You don't have birds. It's just Krusty with chicken.
Yeah, me and my chicken sandwich, my infinite chicken. What about you, historian? What's your one food item?
And I know that I just forced Krusty to do a very logical thing. I'm going to do an illogical thing. Gosh, I want to do something Chinese buffet related.
Mm-hmm.
And
you want some lo mein?
Lo mein would be great.
What about orange chicken?
Orange chicken, sesame chicken, I prefer over orange chicken, but I'm gonna say here, Okay, if I'm being smart, I would say sesame chicken here, but if I really had to just choose one forever, it's stupid. I would die. I would die very quickly. I don't have enough of what I need. But I'm gonna say the egg roll.
Oh no, you can dude, chicken egg rolls. They have beef egg rolls. Yeah, you
I would
could.
say beef egg roll. Yeah, beef egg roll.
Yeah, that would do you good. Yeah, some beef egg rolls. Yeah, you could live for a while off that.
No, you know what? If I was really being greedy, not even beef egg roll. Beef egg roll, I might be able to survive on. You know what's the best? Crab
Right.
rangoon.
Yeah, crab rangoon.
They're the tastiest. They're not the best for you, but they are the tasty. OCD Matty Boy says Diaper Man strikes again. Jingle Jess says historian in his house. We
How's
love
ever?
you, Jingle
Hey, we got some
Jess.
commenters. What's up? Hey guys, this is the super secret stream. No caps locks. We got to be quiet in this.
Yeah.
It says beef egg roll. That's not really a thing. Maybe it's not. No. Chinese buffet egg roll. Not even Chinese buffet. Just Chinese restaurant egg roll. Chinese buffet egg rolls can kind of be low
Yeah,
quality, but if you get them from the restaurant, they are pretty good.
yeah, yeah. So that's an interesting choice. So between the three of us, we
Ooh.
have the gas station burritos. We have chicken sandwiches, and then we have shit. I forget what you said. Egg rolls.
Extra cases says spring rolls more common, but spring rolls all the vegetables, right? And that I don't want as much. Jingle Jess says super freaky stream of crusties in it.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Freak!
I'm a freak.
I'm
Yeah.
a freak. Yeah.
All right. So now we have our three meal items. What are we drinking? You can have one drink, one beverage.
Oh, water, of course.
You're gonna have
Freaking
water with your egg
distilled
rolls.
water. Distilled water. How could you last very long without distilled water?
Yeah. I think I would.
Okay, I'll say vitamin enriched water. How about that?
There you go. Smart water. Go with smart water.
Yeah, smart water.
What's your one beverage, Casket?
I'd go with some sort of water, I guess.
No, Cassie would go with full sugar soda. Who's he?
Yeah,
Who's he faking?
he would.
No, I don't want
Let
to
me.
get
Can you
diabetes
imagine?
on my island.
Can you
Oh,
imagine the temper tantrum he'd have without the full sugar soda?
dude, he's having burritos and water. That guy's gonna be a sad man on that island.
Yeah, he did choose gas station burritos.
hmm See, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna change mine up a little bit. I'm gonna go half and half tea. That's half sweet tea, half unsweetened.
Like an Arnold Palmer almost. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
because
it's
I'm
a
gonna have chicken
sad Arnold
sandwiches and
Palmer.
yeah, partially sweet tea.
So it's half water. That's not Arnold Palmer. I'm sorry for saying that. People are gonna get mad, but it's half water, half sweet tea.
No. It's half unsweetened tea and half sweet tea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
it's a
it's
half and
one
half
fourth
tea.
sweet tea.
Yeah, pretty much. It's lightly sweetened, tea. So that and my chicken sandwiches. I could live a happy
Casket.
man.
Alice is not in the call. What do you think Alice would choose for the one food and the one drink?
I don't know.
Well, what do you think based off of what you know about her?
I don't know. I know she likes sushi.
Oh,
Oh,
not a bad
okay.
choice.
No. And what's her favorite beverage?
Piss.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Oh,
my
that's funny.
gosh.
So sushi and piss. Is she trying to get a sponsorship with Pissy Flakes?
They're more than good. They're piss.
Pissy Flakes. Here's a historian question. I've heard it a billion times. How did Pissy Flakes start? Who created it?
It was one of my like me and Casket in calls will just come up with random like you ever seen the show Whose Line Is It Anyways?
Right.
Like basically, and whenever me and Casket and our call private together, we're living real life. Whose line is it, anyways? And we're just always improving, and we just came up with it and during an improv. Isn't that right,
Yeah.
Casket?
Wow.
That's like 90% of our friendship in private calls.
Krusty, I think we should
In
come up with a
your
new cereal right now.
yeah,
What can beat Pissy Flakes?
Okay, I'm gonna.
purple
Okay,
pissy
you design
flakes.
the cereal. I'm gonna design the mascot.
All right, you know what? Pissy Flakes needs a competitor.
It does. It really does.
Poopy flakes.
I was gonna say, I was Dookie Dots.
Dippin' Dots rival Dookie Dots.
Yeah, it's Dookie Dots.
What's what's the mascot, Casket?
I think the mascot should be like a buff orange.
A buff orange.
Think about it. He's like an orange, but he's got these really buff arms and legs.
All
Wow,
right.
Jingle Jazz says whose line isn't anywhere with Krusty and Casket? More like whose D is in the club anyways.
D Club.
All right, Krusty, you gotta decide whose cock is under your nose. Mine or the
Oh
historic?
my goodness.
Whose
Please.
cock is it anyway?
Keep it PG at least, Casket.
What? I mark my live streams not for children
Yeah,
Good
but
point. Good
because
point.
I have to
still.
do that. It's like, is this stream for children? I'm like, no.
Do you
No.
remember, Cassie? That's a good point, and I hate to make this a Cassie-oriented question, but remember when that happened, and you posted a video basically saying, if I remember correctly, like, I'm done with YouTube because of this
That
shit
might have been me.
happening.
I can't remember anymore.
Oh, it
Yeah,
was
Casket's
certainly
brain is
you.
fried. He doesn't remember shit.
He was
If it's about the
extremely
90s, I
upset.
remember it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, Casket, what'd you have for dinner tonight?
Oh, I had rice with pork.
So rice and meat.
Yes.
Ah, rice and pork. That's a little different.
I've got my water bottle here, or more like a jug.
Is it?
Casket made a noise where he was lifting up something very heavy from that water bottle.
Well, this
Well,
thing weighs half
Casket.
a gallon.
Yeah, man.
Gallon.
Look, I'm baked and high. And
Casket's the
several other
man.
things.
All right, what's your favorite
This is
stoner
what I
song?
say. Yeah.
Both
I
are
don't know. I just
great.
like putting on heavy metal
What's your like when you're super stoned? What's your go-to?
when I'm super stoned.
Yeah, like
Oh, The Agenda by Brendan Small.
Is that the same Brandon Small who did home movies?
Yes, it is.
oh,
No way, really?
Yes, way.
dude, Home Movies was so good.
I agree. I love that show.
What about Moral Oral? That show deserves
That
a
was
freaking.
good too.
That was a
That
great
show deserves a
show.
remake. Yeah, it needs to be rebooted. We need a continuation of Moral Oral.
I didn't even go into it, but yeah. Moral Laurel was a great show.
Yes,
For
the same
certain.
Brendan Small who made Metalocalypse.
What about
He
the
made
Oblongs?
Metalocalypse? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he plays all the instruments or something.
Damn,
Man,
He does
Brandon
like half
Small
the
from
he's
voices.
talented AF.
Wow. I didn't even know that.
And you know what?
Casket's laying
If it weren't
down
for one
knowledge on
song,
me.
we may not have home movies. We may not have Metalocalypse.
What's the song?
It's Sweet Child O' Mine, and let me explain. It's a story that Brendan Smalls tells. He says he was when he was a teenager or a kid or something, he was getting his braces tightened, and that song had come on the radio, and he said that song made it hurt a lot less, and it made things a lot better. So he started to learn playing guitar, and that's how that started.
Damn, Casket's got some history right here.
What can I say? I'm passionate about the fucking clock, man.
and yet you're not passionate enough to leave your house to see them when they're in Tampa.
Look, dude, I tried.
No,
I
what's
tried.
this? What's the story there? Well, let me say this first because Jingle just commented. Historian, how do you organize your casket notes? I don't. They're a horrible mess of notes that's happened over multiple years. They are a
You just
horrible birth.
you have to submit it to memory. That's your only chance.
Yeah, the horrible things I know, but the real thing is, yeah, there's a lot that caskets told me that are just on loosely fit. I started actually, in fact, on it wasn't even a folder. It was like those folders for folders, where they're those big kind of folders that are like green that I used to put in. But yeah, now they're just in a lot of different notebooks and skiz. But Krusty just mentioned something that I didn't even know. What happened that the Brandon Falls band was like in Casket's neighborhood and he didn't go see it?
Yeah,
No,
they
he
came
didn't.
to Tampa and they did a show with Baby Metal like 1 or 2 years
Well,
ago.
why
And
didn't he go see it, Casket?
because my back will just not allow me. I'm like, okay, because my plan was, okay, I'm gonna get a wheelchair and I'm gonna fucking go. And like, I tried so fucking hard and I just couldn't do it.
What do you mean when you say you tried so hard? Did you try so hard to get a wheelchair?
I mean, I tried sitting up more. I tried losing weight so I could like be more mobile for the concert, but it was like all for fucking naught, man.
So did you think I can't even be in a wheelchair for the concert?
No, because there's no way I would last an entire concert in a chair. I can't even
He
last
can't sit
fucking.
up for that long. That's how bad his health is
That's how
deteriorating.
bad my back is, man.
Yeah. I mean, I remember this must be 10 plus years ago when you made that video on your channel that was like maybe not 10 years ago, but a long time ago where you said like I'm sitting up in this chair. And then you made a new video called like failure and you said I can't sit up in the chair. And that was a long time ago.
Well, that's because that was
So
before I was even medicated for my arthritis. So I was in
Yeah.
a lot of fucking pain back then.
Here's the
yeah,
thing, buddy. Gosh, I don't know. Every time I hear more, I just want to help you even more. I don't know.
I agree. I How could you not hear Casket and just think look at him like a wounded animal? Extra Queso asks, Casket, if you could learn to play any guitar solo, which one would you choose?
Fire and Flames.
Probably something Death Clock related.
That makes sense.
Engel Jess says a naughty one that I'll read, but he says, Casket has a bad back from carrying around that big schlong and massive balls.
I wish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before all these comments, I don't remember what we were talking about, I guess. I can remember what it started, but I don't want to, shoot our load
Extra
so
Queso says,
early.
Jiggle Jess, get Krusty to start moaning.
Get me to start moaning.
All right, Krusty, start moaning.
All right.
Oh, that was supposed to be Jingle Jess's job, though. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's all you get for free.
No one's ever heard me
Krusty,
moan. Not
Krusty,
really.
can you say, oh my goodness?
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, you found that funny, baby?
See, I'm so the
Oh,
historian that I actually say, oh my goodness, but I
Krusty, I
understand where
forgot to
Krusty's
ask you, did you get a look at my new video from the other
Brother, I
day?
haven't gotten a look at anything in years.
Okay, well, did you listen to my new video?
If it's from today, the answer is no.
No, it's not from today, it's from the other day.
All right, then the answer is still no.
Okay,
You've
well,
had new videos today. What do you mean, Casket?
what?
What
No,
are
I live
you?
streamed today. What are you talking about?
Okay, what video are you
Yeah, but it's
talking
a
about? What's it
video.
about?
Okay, I went to the dollar store and I found a Skibbity
Oh,
toilet figure blind box.
Oh yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I did watch you unbox your Skibbity toilet. Holy shit. I
can I
did.
be a little rude, Casket, and say, can you reveal how much money the Skibbity
Oh, it
toilet
was too
figure
much,
cost?
especially for the dollar store.
Was it five
Why did you
bucks?
buy
No, it
it?
was not.
Why did you buy it? It
It
was
Because
was
not
was
okay,
five
it
look,
bucks.
ten?
Let me tell you how it was. I was going in there because I was bored. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll find something to make a video on. Because you never know what you're gonna find at the dollar store. They get all sorts of shit that doesn't sell from other stores. So you just never know. That's why I like going in there because you just never know what you're gonna find. So I get in there, I'm looking around, I'm like, puzzle, bootleg Pokemon stuff, Hot Wheels, whatever, da 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 da. And for some reason, I look up, and on the top of this very large shelf is one skibbity toilet blind box. Doesn't have a price, nothing. It's just sitting there by itself. I'm looking
What
around like, is there more of this shit? Like, is this shit finally stopped selling? Is this finally dying? So I reach up, I grab it somehow. I actually was able to grab it, and I'm like, wow, this is the only one in this entire store. I'm like, I have to buy it for a video.
yeah, you know what fad died quicker than anything else? How
What?
quickly did fidget spinners come and
GameStop.
go?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I still fuck around with mine.
Yeah, but dude, at one point that was like the number one selling item at Walmart, and now it's hard. You don't even have them anymore.
Well, Casket just said it's something very strange. She said, "Well, I was looking around the dollar store and I needed an idea for a video. I've given him multiple ideas for videos that I think would be funny videos. He will not do them. And I remember one time I said to Casket, "Can I be like your head writer? Can I produce videos for you?" And he told me no. He did not want me to be the writer. But I've given him video ideas that aren't controversial. They're nothing, and he will not do these videos. So I am surprised. I think Skippity Toilet is more controversial than the videos that I would have you make, but he won't do them. What
That's
do you say,
because he.
Casket? Well, what do you say, Crusty? You just had something to say. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I would say at this point he wants the lowest effort he can get. Opening a box is open a box
Yeah,
is easy.
yeah, but I give him these videos that are like they're not hard effort. They're just nothing, and he won't do them. And mostly, he won't do them because he feels above them. Like, do you remember the idea that I had for your phone, Casket, that you wouldn't make
Yo,
that video?
Void and Six Blurs has joined the chat. What's up?
Right. I think
What's
they're.
up? What's up, chat? Hey, by
I
the way,
never.
super secret stream, so no caps.
Oh, they're
I
talking in
never.
all caps. Shit.
Oh fuck!
Casket
Everybody shush.
Earlier today, Casket was doing an impression of me, and I think this is what Wade and Six Blurs are doing right now. When I go, Casket, I don't. I said to Casket, do I really do that? Do I say Casket? And Cassie says, yeah, you do. So I guess I do. But it comes from love. And I love the
Love.
king.
Hell yeah.
Yep. All hail the king.
I am historian loves.
Damn. That's
But
deep.
Casket, because you won't do it, will you tell the video idea I have of you that's involves a phone? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
What? We've talked about this so many times.
All right, historian, you tell us.
I don't want to tell it. I want it to be a video. I don't want them to ruin it. I think it'd be funny if Casket told it. It involves Casket doing a review of his phone. Casket, do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell that video idea that you refuse to
I'd be
do?
afraid to review my phone because I'm afraid I would like end up showing a phone number or something.
You know what?
Oh my
This is
gosh.
I see potential here. What if we have Casket review things he knows nothing about? Like that's the whole concept of his reviews is he knows
Well,
nothing about the item.
this is
He's
good.
just
The idea here, I'll just say because Casket really didn't give it there. I wanted Casket to do a video where it's Casket, and actually in his most recent video there was technical difficulties, which was almost on par with what I wanted. But I wanted Casket to do a phone review, but I wanted the audio to be so bad. I wanted it to have filters that were just like and just like you couldn't hear a word he said, and it was just awful. And I told Casket that I said, like, do a phone review, but we'll just put it through a filter so nobody can hear a word you say. And Casket like laughed at it. And sometimes I'll say things to Casket where he'll laugh at, but I don't think he's actually laughing. I think he's more like, I'm just gonna be, I'm just gonna placate the historian. I'm just gonna
No, if I
make him
laugh, I
feel.
actually laugh.
Yeah, but you laughed at that idea when I said it, and then
Yeah, because I thought it
I
was
have,
funny, but I'm like, I can't edit this stuff.
I know, but I've said, oh, we'll get this other person to edit it. Like, it doesn't have to be exactly you. But Casket does not. He's never approached that idea whatsoever. And I think it'd be funny. I mean, we've said this on streams like 5 times at this point, at least 3 times at the very least. So nobody would be surprised. I think it would be funny if people actually saw that they didn't know what was going on. But now it's just like I want it to happen for other reasons. But my goodness, I should say, I don't even believe this because it's so late, but we have 10 people watching this right now.
yeah, because it's a super secret stream. These are all the cool peeps.
Oh yeah, I got all the cool people
Extra
here.
Queso asks, what's the agenda for tomorrow's podcast episode, Casket? He doesn't say casket, but I'm going to orient it towards casket.
Well, I have no fucking clue. I'll be honest.
All right.
I want to see a 2-hour long podcast that's just casket. He has to fill the time. And I don't say that meanly. I think it would be beautiful. So I think he would fill it beautifully.
I think I would do a terrible job.
You do it
Terribly
beautifully.
amazing.
Terribly amazing. I agree with Krusty.
I am terribly amazing, aren't I?
Yep.
Krusty, do you have a direction? I don't want to talk too long. I think the viewers would get upset, but do you want to orient this live stream any other way right now? And
well,
we'll go.
Tomorrow's going to be an interesting live stream. I've got a few things written down for topics in case there's lulls.
So yeah, you're going to be. Are you going to be there tomorrow?
Well, hell yeah! It's the Casket Crew podcast. Wow, hell yeah!
What if you, Krusty? Here, I'm going to ask you a question. What if you met up with Casket and he said, "Hey, I'm making food for you," and it was possum stew.
I'm
Oh,
like,
shut up,
bitch,
Casket.
boiling is not. I'm like, dude, possums carry parasites. You got to bake that shit. You can't boil it.
No, dude, no. Possums don't. Their body temperature is so low. They have bad meat, but like they don't have rabies or anything because their body temperature is so low. This is what Casket tells you.
I'd be like, hey man, more for you, bro. More
No,
for
look, they
you.
can carry parasites. It's just they can't get rabies.
Yeah.
Okay,
And,
fine, but any meat can have parasite, I guess. But he says,
the poem for it though.
Casket, why are you arguing against Casket? In this situation, you're the one with the freaking possums.
I just possums can't get rabies.
Extra cases says possums can't get rabies. Maybe I'm wrong. That's what I heard. I heard they have very low body temperatures. They
Yeah.
can't.
They can't get rabies, but they absolutely can carry parasites.
Oh, so what?
Anything can carry a tick or something.
When you eat beef, do you say this can carry parasites?
Yeah, but possums are known for that. Like that's something that's very common
So
in the
you wouldn't
possum.
eat this possum stew.
I'd say, bitch, let's go get alligator. What are you doing? This is alligator country.
Extra cases says that doesn't make sense. Rabies feed off the brain, right? I don't know. I've heard. Maybe I'm wrong. I've heard that their body temperature is too low for rabies, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm certainly not perfect, but yeah. Um, I don't know. What do we want to talk about now?
Oh, my foot itches. How about that? Oh, God, it really itches.
I want, yeah. I have a different topic, but I don't think Caskin wants me to talk about it because in private he didn't want to talk. He wasn't interested in it at all, and it involves shoes, right? Casket. You don't want to talk about the shoes.
I mean, we can talk about the shoes.
Great. Talk about the shoes.
Okay, Casket. You talk about the shoes.
The historian wants me to buy some like super like illegal sports shoes or something.
But explain more.
Yeah,
I don't know how to
explain
explain better than that.
Illegal sports shoes. Why are they illegal,
it.
They
Casket?
make you run faster.
Right.
Yeah, well, I think that'd be great for you, don't you think?
I don't run though.
Can't you just imagine Casket with his walker just speeding down the road with them shoes on?
See, I said it wasn't even like that. I said that I think Casket should do because he was like, I don't know what I should do for a new goal. And I said, well, for your new goal, you should do like a cleat. Like you should get running shoes. You should get cleats. And Casket says, oh, I don't want to do that. And then Alice said, well, there are these like running shoes that are like illegal because they're, people not illegal like the police will get after you, but if you try to run in them, you get in trouble in sports. And I said, oh, that'd be perfect for Casket because I think people would raise the money for that. And Casket said, well, I don't want to do that. And I said, well, they would raise it just probably to have it on your feet. And if Casket just showed his feet with these like running shoes, they'd have it. And Casket said, I won't do it. He was very anti raising money for these cleats, but I think
And
his
yet he
fans
was
would.
so pro sex doll.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He
because the
draws the
sex
lines
you
at
doll
know,
actually
footwear,
that's so
people.
true.
uses.
He draws the line at footwear.
What am I gonna do with these
Right.
shoes? It's not like I leave the fucking house.
What are you gonna do with the sex
We should have
doll?
a vote.
I can
Right. We should
cuddle
have a
it.
vote.
You're
We
gonna
should have a
cuddle a sex
vote
doll.
of
I could have
sex doll
sex with it if I
versus
wanted
illegal
to.
cleat.
I could do all sorts of things.
Yeah,
Like,
but
what
that's
are
going
you
to be a
gonna take it
bad
out for dinner?
situation.
I could fucking have it model my fucking t-shirts that I have for sale
Matter
on
of fact, you know what?
Redbubble.
You know what? I'd be interested in paying for it if you would put it in a wheelchair and take it out to eat at a
Oh
restaurant
hell
and film
no,
it.
hell no.
Yeah, I know Krusty really wanted to be part of the Lars and the Real Girl stream, and I agree that Krusty needs to be part of that stream for sure.
Casket,
Extra queso says it's the antidepressant real quick. Just get a mannequin. Don't think I haven't thought of that.
Well,
then you'll be
Jingle
just like
Jess
Dahmer.
said,
Dahmer had a
Jingle,
mannequin.
yeah, Jingle Jess said, Kasky, come on, dude, the sex doll is going to be a sad one. I think he's in the cleats category.
That's
Yeah,
easy for
Casket.
you guys to say. All right, all right. That's easy for all of you to say. I
Listen, nobody has to donate to the cleats if they don't want to, but I think there should be kind of a fund for like because Alice said it would only be $50. It would only be $50. If anybody wants to, they can send money for Casket to get these like illegal running cleats where he'd be really fast. They'd be illegal running cleats. He needs
think,
11
buddy.
and a half.
You'd be like Sonic.
Yeah, right.
Gotta go fast. Oh my god, I want a remake of the '90s Sonic opening theme song, where Casket plays Sonic, and he's doing a 1-to-1 reshot where Casket's Sonic for the opener song.
Casket, this would be like that one episode of King of the Hill where Bobby steals the money to get the illegal cleats.
Yeah.
God, I just realized how fucking sad my life is.
Why?
took you
The
this
cleats
long?
or the doll? What's sadder, the cleats or the doll? You tell me, Casket.
Everything. Just fucking everything.
Why? The cleats are
Yeah.
cool.
God, like, none of you understand.
What do we not understand? Tell us.
Yeah. What don't we understand? I think your life's cool.
Come on, King.
Like,
Also, Will Casket's thinking
you know what
if
it's
anyone
like to be
wants to donate
physically
$50 for
lonely
me to get
your whole fucking life?
But do you think a rubber doll is going to solve that problem?
It might. I don't
Yeah,
fucking know. I've never tried it.
it won't. You
I'm in
need to
my
raise money
30s.
to
It's
go
time to start
visit.
trying things. I'm fucking sick of everything.
Yeah, but you should raise money to go visit Alice, not get the doll.
Hold on. I like this. I like the idea. I think it needs to go in a different direction. You want to try things, some new things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yep, you're inspired for something new to come in, right?
I guess.
So why not start with something smaller and so maybe something less expensive. And I'm not talking
Like
about a
a can
cheaper
of
sex doll.
peas.
You want to try new things? Why not do that? There's a vast variety of new things that come before a sex doll.
Like.
Well, for example, meeting people in real life,
Okay,
Yeah, but you
leaving
well.
your
have to have a
house,
girlfriend.
Okay, well, I'm a
joining a
400-pound
club.
cripple who can't drive. How am I going to meet people?
Yeah,
There's
but
clubs.
remember, and this is a while ago, but remember when this wasn't even a
I
while
can't
ago
even
when
sit up for
Casket
30 minutes.
he was trying to do Facebook dating, and Krusty, you were kind of critiquing him and saying he has no game. He does not. It's not so much that he's Casket, but that he doesn't.
Look,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Casket and I ran a test years ago where I took his pictures and made a dating profile, and I talked to girls on his behalf, and I had girls that were like flirting with him, willing to give him his number. The
That's
problem
because you
isn't your
have some sort
size.
of weird devil magic. I don't know what it is, but women just flock to you like it's
But
nothing.
no. But you remember this experiment, right?
Yes, I do. I sometimes still
It,
don't believe it.
well, no, because I even gave you the number to one of the chicks, and I was like, "Here's all the messages, so that way you're caught up on the conversation. Good luck." And you didn't even message her. Like I did all the heavy lifting and with his photos. The problem isn't your looks, my man. The problem is we just got to get you some. You just got to get out there and start gaining experience. You know, it's like being a Pokemon. You're a level 1 Pokemon, all right? We got to level you up a little bit. Let's feed you some rare candies. Work on your EVs and IVs a little bit, you know? Some terminology you might understand.
There's no way in hell I can go out and meet people.
Okay. That's good that you know your limitations. I would still I would still challenge you if you can't go out and meet people, then I would say you should work on your conversation skills on an online platform where you are challenged to speak with people in a romantic manner. Baby steps. What do you think, historian?
I think he should orient himself more towards meeting Alice. Frankly, I think Alice is his girlfriend, and but actually, we had a long discussion earlier that was different than I had ever heard. Um,
Do
so
tell.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know that Alice wants to talk about that or
We
Casca
got a
wants to talk
donut
about
from
that.
Jiggle Jess, $5. You should put
Oh
money.
my goodness.
You should put a money goal for the first ever Casket Con. Casket Con 2025 gonna be so awesome.
Casket
Wow,
Con.
who would be there, Casket?
Oh,
Will you
Rusty.
have possum soup?
no, don't mention possum soup.
God, yeah, I looked it up because I was like, what the heck? I've always been told possums have too low body temperatures, and I looked up, and this is from AI, Krusty's favorite thing. It says, yes, possums can contract rabies. However, it is extremely rare for them to do so because possums have a lower body temperature than most other mammals, which make it difficult for the rabies virus to survive in their bodies.
Now ask it
I
about
think you're
parasites.
safe. I think you're safe, at least from rabies, eating the cat, eating the possum
Wait, are we
stew,
eating a
Ask it about
cat or are we eating a possum? I'm confused now.
we're eating a cat.
the cat.
Yeah.
That's a whole
They're
different
eating the
question. That's like a
cats. They're
morality
eating the
question.
dogs.
They're
Don't
no, they're
bring
eating
that
the
up.
ducks. They're eating the. Oh, you the song that the AI song I generated.
Yeah, I was.
Was that an AI song? I thought you had
Yeah,
actually written that.
no, dude, it was complete AI. All I did was feed it Trump's lines from the interview where he was talking about them eating dogs and cats, and I said, "Turn this into a song," and then I fed it into a song generator. It made every part of that on its own. No
Well,
human input at all.
um, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
actually, I
who's going
take
to
that back.
be
I did
who's
say
going to
make
be
it
in
carnivore
Casket
centric.
Con? Who's going to be in Casket Con 2025? List out your the Mount Rushmore casket.
Okay, the top four people who are going to be there: me, of course, Krusty,
I'll be there playing the guitar, doing improv songs.
Historian. You've got to be there for the first Casket Con,
I will be there playing the guitar and doing improv songs.
All right, you
and
can join me.
the last person would be my girlfriend.
Alice, right, of course.
I would
Why
say
don't you go
queso.
though? Why don't you go though? Like, what if you could invite animated characters? Who are your top five animated characters that would
And
come to
kill.
Casca? Hank Hill, Peggy Hill, I assume.
No, we
No,
don't want Peggy.
Eric Cartman.
No, he's thinking of hot anime chicks that he could get there to try to bang. That's what he's
No,
thinking of
no
right now.
way. I don't
Yes, it
want to
is.
hear
I
that.
swear. It's
That I
true.
don't even want to hear
Casket,
that.
it's true, isn't it?
no,
I
it's
want to
not
hear
actually. I'm
Casket.
just trying to figure out who I would want to invite.
I want to
Okay.
hear Casket's favorite anime. Like, if he, no way he'd say, if he got to meet Eric Cartman, no way he'd choose not to because he would
I
go
don't know.
talk
Would I
to.
want to meet Eric Cartman?
Now
He might try to
remember,
kill me.
Okay,
remember,
let's say Randy Marsh then.
remember that AI video I made where Casket meets Cartman.
Did that happen? I didn't see that
If
video.
you literally type in Casket King space 00, it's one of the first videos that pops up on YouTube.
Wow, Joel in the chat says that they're going to go to the Krusty panel in CasketCon 2025. That's true. Who would we have at the panels? We'd have a Hank Hill panel, I suppose.
No, we would have to have a breading panel on how to handle your bread.
Could you
Oh,
talk about that for like
you
an
have to have
hour?
a pumpkin rubbing to explain how to rub
Oh,
pumpkins.
Yeah,
true.
pumpkin rubbing
Pumpkin rubbing thing.
seminar.
Yeah, that's got to be there at the casket con.
Yeah.
Could you talk about how to fake fat guy food reviews?
How do I fake a fat guy food review? I actually eat the
Because
food.
yeah, but most of us were fake. Like
Oh, you mean my
the
fat guy
mayonnaise.
food challenges?
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah, a lot of those were fake.
What about potentially true stories? You could talk about how to fake potentially true stories
Hey,
too.
some of them were true.
Which ones were true?
Some of them.
Yeah, some of them.
What about pockets? Potentially
Pockets
true
was a real
stories.
dude.
Are you kidding? I don't.
What about the
I don't
guy who
believe you.
preyed upon you when you were trying to go into the dollar store that one
Oh,
day?
that's a real dude. That's
That really
true.
happened. That like fucking weird. Thought he was gonna like rob me or something.
Of
Oh, come
of
on, he
your
was
innocence.
praying. He wasn't going to rob you. You know that, Casket. Casket, here, I'm going to ask you a historical fact here. What was that? I believe it was a Dollar General. Maybe I'm wrong, but what was near that Dollar General?
Oh, graveyard.
Right. There was a graveyard right beside that. Um, yeah, Joel says we need a historian panel, and then he says fall of America explanation. So I guess you would, Casket, could you do a whole panel on the fall of America?
I don't know.
You would go to that panel too. Also,
Can I
Extra
hire
Chris's
somebody
Joker
to speak in my
Batman panel.
place?
No, it's you. You give a whole, yeah. You
All right.
explain the fall of America.
Hold on. I still want to know the cartoons you're going to have. You have 4 to choose. So,
Yeah.
All right, so I
You
have
have
four to
five. What?
choose. And
You
it's
got
just
five.
is this just 4 cartoon characters that I like, or what am I doing?
any.
Okay, it's five, but you have Hank Hill as your number one. It's four that you like that you want to meet and you want to have them do panels at your show. I just said you comment though. Extra case. So I just said the Joker and Batman panel. But okay. But okay, here he said I
Can I
didn't
give
read
you
this
some
because I didn't
suggestions?
want it to be problematic, but he says Krusty is avoiding the elephant in the room, his mom. And I guess this is Casket's mom
It's
would be
got
a
to be.
problem. Yeah, a Casket mom panel. I agree there.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Th-
true. I would
That
go
would
to
be a
that
popular
panel.
panel. I'd be
That's
there.
true. If there were if there were five panels, I would say Casket's mom has to have a panel.
Hmm.
Here I'm going to go a really obscure guy. Goodness, what's his name? The guy at the big top who was spit at Casket that one time.
Oh, Freddy.
Freddie needs a panel. I want that. The largest man that Casket ever saw, who we didn't even actually meet, but the guy in the back of the truck, he needs a panel. Um,
And this
Gosh,
all
I
has
got
to
two more.
happen. The panel, the whole casket con has to be inside of that Crystal Burgers that he gave the worst review for.
It wasn't a crystal burger; it was a steak and shake.
Ah,
Right.
steak and shake.
It should. I agree with you there. It should be in a steak and shake. I'm going to say, now that Krusty mentions that, the uh, the waitress, or I assume it was a waitress who was at that steak and shake, that would be a perfect person to have a 1 hour panel. Um, Gosh, then I'm gonna say the gym. No, I was gonna say the gym teacher. I'm gonna say the English teacher that put
Fragrance.
the air freshener. Yeah,
Yeah.
that. So that's my five. Who are your five? Hugo Jess wants a panel two. Extra Cases says our panel's supposed to be not supposed to be obscure. Who? Yeah, maybe I don't know. In my world, when I'm talking about the historian verse, I want them to be very obscure. But yeah, Krusty, who do you say your top five? In fact, when you saying that, I'm going to think of better ones because now that I'm thinking about, it, I'm thinking of the guy who shot the other guy for the pizza. I'm thinking of so many things. But who do you say your top five, Krusty, are
I
that
would
would get
say,
panels?
okay, here's one that you're going to agree with. Casket's old roommate that he lived with in the trailer.
Oh my God, you're so right. I completely agree. He's
How
one
can
of my
you not
five.
have Casket's old roommate on there? That's a straight up has to be.
How could I not?
Yeah.
Okay, number one, I'm going to agree with you there. One of my guys, Casket's old roommate.
Yeah, he sounds so interesting based off of the way Casket describes him.
Do you know, have you followed him at all, Casket?
Who?
Your old
Your old
roommate.
roommate.
Oh no, I don't know what happened to him.
Have you ever
Damn.
looked him up on Facebook?
I only know his first name.
What? He was your roommate?
Damn.
You didn't know his last name?
There's a guy out there with Casket history and we'll never know him.
Jingle Jess asks, the guy who shot the other guy for the pizza is the Casket story. Yeah. I
Yeah.
forget what that video is called, but it's basically just like a guy got shot for pizza or
Yeah.
something. Can you tell that story in a couple sentences, just quickly, Casket?
Oh my god. My dad wouldn't stay in the trailer. There was a fight next door, and some guy got shot for a slice of pizza. I was ducking and covering.
Right. And there's a
Damn.
whole video. You should go watch that, Jingle Jess. You'd love it. It's one of the greats. Okay, we have his roommate now.
Mm-hmm.
I still say Freddie needs to be on that freaking panel. He needs to have his own panel, I should say. The roommate, in my opinion, Freddie. But okay, it is Krusty. Who? You have four more. Who are you gonna say?
I would say so the roommate for one. The second one would be his cousin that was living in his room at certain times. I don't know if you know about that or not, historian.
I don't even know, but what?
Yeah, Casket's cousin had to live in his room for like how many weeks was it, Casket?
For like a
In
month
this
while my
house?
mom was in the hospital.
Yeah, it was at his
And
house. And now
but he
hold
was in
on.
the hospital like in 2018 or whatever.
And Casket's cousin moved in with him, was supposed to stay like a couple of days and stayed for like a long ass time. Slept in Casket's room. Casket didn't stream at all or upload much videos at this time. But the guy, Casket, tell them about your cousin that the
Oh
historian
my
doesn't know about.
God. This is
I have a
incredible
cousin.
information
He
that's not
stayed for
going
quite a while.
on live.
Yeah, but describe your cousin. Let them know the details.
I'd rather not.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. You know what's
But
I don't want to
weird?
drag my family into my YouTube drama.
that's fair.
Krusty, I'm going to say a weird thing, and I didn't even know about this, and now I'm going to have to
Ask Casket about
broadcast
it
it
in
about
private.
that private.
Yeah.
But there was a very weird thing, and in fact, Casket D. I don't want to bring up something you don't want to talk about, but I'm just going to say hurricane. And do you want me to? Can I talk to Krusty about? You know what I'm going to talk about.
I don't know what you're gonna say, but yeah, go for it.
What about if I say hurricane homeless?
Oh, that yeah, go ahead.
I think he's saying go ahead because I think you don't know anything about it. But Krusty Casket told me that during Hurricane Irma, that his family Casket's family put up a homeless person, and he wouldn't tell me much about this guy at all. And I said, how did you meet him? And he told me specifically, I will not talk about that. Do you know at all anything about this homeless person?
I don't know anything more than you do about it.
Yeah, I really wonder why Casket's being so close-lipped about this.
That
I
is a
mean,
great
Because
what
question.
is there to know? I've told you everything.
no, because I would ask you how you met him or something, and you would say, I don't want to talk about that. I would ask you questions, and you would say, not that I don't know anything, but you would say, I don't want to talk about that.
Casket, can I talk about uh there's there's one person I would like on the panel that you're technically not related to. Ooh, you know what? I want Casket's sister or his
Oh,
stepfather's
don't even
daughter.
bring that up. Don't
I
even
want
bring anything like that up.
no. His I want his dad's daughter because they have a crazy backstory and I want more
Yeah,
information.
they do, and I would say don't. I think I'm with Casket here. I would say that's not great. One person, Jingle Jet says about the pizza thing, damn, just one slice. They got shot over one slice, basically. What
That
do you
must have
say
been
to
some
that?
hella good pizza.
I
Yeah, what kind of
guess.
pizza was
I have no
then?
idea.
Oh,
Trespasser? This is a trespasser, I guess. Says Casket, talk about Syria, please. Do you know about Syria?
Not really. I'm a stupid American. I don't know about this shit.
Then they say, also give us your opinion on Ukraine.
I I'm not even gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole.
all right, here's an 11 foot. Go ahead.
Oh great. Uh,
Oh,
What
there goes those
casket?
sounds. There goes those
What would
wonderful
you?
casket sounds.
What would you? Yeah, that's a totally different question that I won't touch with a 10-foot pole. In fact, Krusty, I'm not gonna even touch it. But okay, fine. But casket, if you met Hank Hill in person, what would you say to him?
I don't know.
Okay, better yet, what would Hank Hill say to you if he saw
Oh
you?
God, I don't know. He'd probably be disgusted by me.
Oh, who is he disgusted by? He's a nice guy. Are you goth? If you were goth, he would be disgusted by you.
I mean, I was a goth.
Yeah, but you're not right now. What would Hank? Krusty's right. What would Hank Hill say to you right now?
And I'd probably be ashamed of me.
All right, what are the words? Like Hank Hill's looking at you. What is he going to say? What are his words?
Okay, what about this? What would Dale Gribble say to you? And then Krusty can play Dale Gribble.
I don't even know.
Krusty, what do you think Dale Gribble would say to Casket
Remember that
King's Gribble?
scene? Remember that scene whenever Dell was going off on Bill because Bill was in the food eating competition, and Hank finally gave him permission
Oh my
to.
gosh. That's incredible.
Something similar like that to Casket.
Do you remember that scene, Casket?
I do.
Are you having a cramp?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you were inhaling. I
We
forgot
still
about that
never got an
scene.
answer, by the way. We didn't get an answer of the other cartoon characters that would be there.
Yeah, it'd be Hank
Casket, we're not
Hill.
going to let you get away from this question. You have to answer it.
All right, what's the question again?
What cartoon characters are going to be there? You can pick four at Casket Con.
All right, so I'm gonna have four Casket King characters.
Anime characters at the Caskets Con.
Animated characters. Okay. And I get five of them. All
Fine, we'll say five.
right, sweet. I choose Death Clock.
It's not just anime, it's animated characters.
They are animated characters.
Right, but it's not just exclusively anime.
They're
But
not
okay, I'm
anime.
sorry. Keep going. Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Death Clock. All five members. They have a hell of a concert.
So the whole 5 members would be Death Clock.
Oh yeah.
Not even Hank Hill.
Nah, Hank Hill wouldn't understand.
What? Casket, I think you're being you. You love Hank Hill. How could you not include
And
Hank
I don't
Hill?
think you understand how much I love Death Clock.
I don't.
Hey, he gave us his answer. He gave us his answer.
Okay, Krusty.
Hmm.
Top 5 animated characters that you would have in a panel at the KrustyCon.
Oh God.
I know one of
I
them.
would. I would say the 5 characters I would have would be Randy from South Park. He'd be
I
providing the
agree.
weed. Um,
The Ultimate Man, Randy,
yeah,
Randy Marsh.
yeah. The second one would be Brian because of Talking Dog. I mean, that's going to be great from Family Guy. And 3 would be the alien from American Dad because we're going weird with it. And plus, he can play a million characters, so that's the best bang for your buck right there. And then 4 would be animated characters. Fourth would be, oh gosh, oh man, I don't. Oh no, I'm stumbling here. Okay, you know what? No, I'm gonna go back to my childhood.
I know what your fourth one's gonna be. As
What?
soon as you said childhood, I knew it was gonna be.
Good. I want to see if you're right.
It's
If you're
gonna
not, I'm
be
gonna tell
your
you.
Squirtle.
You're right. Squirtle from Pokemon, and number 5 because I'm gonna. That Squirtle ain't going home. That Squirtle's going home with me. And number 5, I got to go with a '90s cartoon because obviously we need representation from the '90s. And I'm going to choose Doug.
Alright, not bad.
Wow.
Yeah,
Don't you think it was too much of a cop out, Krusty, that Casket just said those 5 people all in a row? He
I
didn't
mean,
really.
I think it's a cop out, but that's still his answer.
Like, if Casket could actually meet, let's say, what about Woody or Buzz or something that he really loves? He
They're
gets to
not
meet them.
cartoons. They're not cartoons.
Well, those count to me. They're whatever. I don't know what the proper term here is, but anything animated whatsoever. Not not exclusively anime, but anything animated.
Hmm. And that might change my answers too. What would your 5 cartoon characters be, historian?
I'm gonna choose. Okay, Trespassa. This trespasser, trespasser. This do you like Uram High School Host Club, Gundam, Legend of Galactic Heroes, Studio Ghibli. Um, I'm not familiar. I don't know. They could, maybe the other members could say, but for me, I'm gonna say, goodness gracious. I know I mentioned this earlier, and there was some hesitation. I think just because too he's too perfect in terms of animated characters, and he's. I just have to say, Eric Cartman is going to be one of them.
Can
I
I can
mean,
I
freaking
change one
Eric
of
Cartman.
mine? Can I change one of mine while you're thinking of the rest of yours?
Change everyone. Change anything you want. Make me
All
think.
right.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm keeping everyone the same. I am going to remove the Squirtle, and I'm putting in Bender from Futurama. That's the
Good
perfect
one.
lineup. That would be the perfect fucking lineup right there. Brian, Bender, Randy, the alien, and Doug. That would be a fucking great panel.
That is pretty good.
Now what? Now
Casket, what
it's
do you say about that panel?
Not bad.
all right. So historian's got Cartman as his first panel guest.
I am gonna say Carmen, even though he is an evil man.
Man child.
He's not even a man. He's an evil child.
All right, you got four more.
Goodness. This is too hard. I'm gonna say just because Krusty said Brian, I'm gonna say Peter, and I can't believe you choose Brian over Peter.
Oh,
Even though I didn't even say that based off my love for Peter, but I just say that like, how could you choose Brian over Peter? It
because
doesn't make sense
he's
to
a.
me.
I would have a talking dog on my panel. That would get me national news.
Dude, but you'd have Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin's Peter Griffin. I won't even choose that. I'm just saying. My one
Okay.
choice, my actual first choice is Eric, but I will still say Brian is Brian, but Peter Griffin is Peter Griffin. You should choose Peter Griffin. I will always choose that.
No.
I don't really know. I'm
Phew!
gonna say Eric Cartman because I just love South Park so much. Then I'll say Casket to the Chew.
Phew!
Let's consume
Okay, one
time.
of them,
Uh,
Gazoontai, right? One of them because I love Casket so much. I want to have a panel where it's Casket's like figure. He had somebody draw. You know what I'm talking about? Casket. What would we call that?
sketch artist?
Well, no, but I mean, what would we call that figure? Because I would love Casket, but he's not an animated figure, and one of them has to be
A
Casket. So I'm
caricature?
gonna say, yeah, I'll say Casket's caricature where he's with that Pokemon thing, because I wonder
Okay.
what that caricature. I wonder if that caricature would say things different than Casket said, or if he's a different guy. And now here, Casket didn't even say anything. In fact, I'm gonna backspace because I'm just gonna go so easy here. I'm gonna say Eric Cartman, Hank Hill is my second guy, and I was sad that Casket didn't say that because he said his favorite animated show was King of the Hill. So I'm going to include Hank Hill, and I think he's the bomb. Eric
Mm-hmm.
Cartman, he's not the bomb. Hank Hill, he is the bomb. Then I'm gonna say, just because I have to name figures right now, I'm gonna do a really weird one because I want to see what Casket and Krusty say. Tom Hanks' character in Polar Express. What do you say about that?
Wow. Interesting. That is an interesting pick.
I
This
don't
is
even
this is
really want to meet him, but I really want to hear how you would respond to me choosing that character.
what are your thoughts, Casket?
I think it's a very interesting choice.
Yeah, Casket's in so much. I think that character is basically just Tom Hanks. Actually, I'm gonna delete that and say Forrest Gump. If he were an animated character, am I allowed to say that?
Mhm.
Animated Forrest Gump. Eric Cartman, Hank Hill, animated Forrest Gump. What did the judges say? Am I
Jimmy
allowed
Fast
to make
says,
that
can't
pick?
believe none of you chose SpongeBob. Hashtag mad.
You know what? I'm gonna get rid of Doug and I'm replacing him with the animated Beetlejuice.
Oh, I was
That is
gonna
the
pick
ultimate panel.
him.
Motherfucker, you already had your five. I read your mind and I said, I'm taking it, bitch.
This is exactly why I say Casket should have chose 5 band members. That
Look, I
was a
can't help it. I
dumb.
love Death Clock. I want a good concert experience, okay?
It's not about the concert experience though. It's about you get to meet 5 animated characters and the fact. Could you imagine what
Okay, but
Hank
do you
Hill would
not
say to you?
okay, but do you not know how big a band Death Clock is in like their own fucking universe? They're like
I
the
don't.
10th biggest. Like
Do you not know? Do you not know how big Hank Hill and Eric Cartman are? Casket.
Hank Hill is just Hank Hill and Arlen, okay? Anyone outside Texas doesn't even know who Hank Hill is.
Oh my God! Everybody in America knows who Hank Hill is.
Not in
Casket.
their
What are you talking about?
universe.
Yeah, but you get to meet him. You love Hank Hill. What are you talking about? Okay, actually, just to spite Casket, I'm gonna say William Dauterive Delatour. I'm sorry, William Fontaine Delatour Dauterive. That's my fourth character, Bill Dauterive.
And your fifth?
Because I really would love to meet Bill Dauterive, even though it is spiting Casket.
You got one more.
This is a
We got
very hard. I think this should take us all a week to really think of because it's such a hard question. But okay, I have Eric Cartman, Hank Hill, animated Forrest Gump, which doesn't really exist. Bill Dauterive. My last character. This is a very hard question. I'm gonna say, goodness gracious, an animated character that I want to meet. Okay, people have said SpongeBob, but I'm not gonna do that just because people have already said it. And I don't want to give a. I don't want to be, I don't want to be anticlimactic. So I won't say SpongeBob, although SpongeBob is cool. This is so hard. I hate this. Even though I think I did bring this up, but I hate it because it's so hard.
come
Casket
on.
just took the easy route out.
No, here's what we're gonna do. After you say your fifth, we're gonna make him redo his list without them.
Yeah,
Uh,
he should. I think that was too easy. But
So, but you got to
okay.
come up with your
I
fifth
said
first, and we're gonna
Eric
make him do it.
Cartman, Hank Hill, animated Forrest Gump, which was too easy. That doesn't even actually count. Then I said Bill Dauterive. I'm gonna say, goodness, great. Okay, I'm gonna say here's a really weird one. And I'm just gonna say because it's so weird. The Ratatouille rat who can speak English.
Interesting. All right, that would be a cool panel.
So it's Eric. This panel is Eric Cartman, Hank Hill, animated Forrest Gump, Bill Dauterive, and Ratatouille. I agree. We need to go back to Casket and say, don't give us this crap with the 5 band members. You give us 5 real separate animated characters. Also, why don't we read some comments here?
All right,
Casket read.
while
Casket
we
read the
take a
one.
comment break, hold on. While we take a comment break, Casket, you start thinking about it, and we're gonna
Yeah, I
read
start
comments.
thinking. Cassie read this one that was Jingle Jess donated $2. Said, "Can't believe none of you chose SpongeBob." I agree, SpongeBob's the man. But then when she said that, I can't do it. So, but I agree, we should have all had SpongeBob. Um, where did this start? I I want the Jingle Jess panel. Says Jingle Jess. I agree. I want that panel too.
okay, I've
And
got
then
my
this.
5.
Okay, wait, because I'll just read the we'll read the comments.
Comments.
This trespasser says, does Casket have anything to say about politics? And then he says, King of the Hill's okay. And he says, I like the Weekenders more. I don't know what that is. Casket, do you know what the Weekenders is?
It's an
Oh, that's a
animated
good one.
show.
I'm not familiar with that, but I'm sorry. Casket will talk about that later. And then he says, please ask Casket about his opinions on politics. And then Joel says, "You guys seen Roger Rabbit?" I I know that's a kind of famous thing. No, I have not seen it. Casket, have you seen? Or Krusty, have you seen Roger
I
Rabbit?
have many
Oh, heck yeah.
times.
I have not. What do you rate it one on the weed scale, 1 to 10? Both Krusty and Casket. How do you rate Roger Rabbit?
An 8.
Casket.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, good. So now we're gonna hear Casket's 5 animated characters he would like to meet. Ask it. The stage is yours.
Uh, Beetlejuice. All right, we
I
got
think
Beetlejuice.
right. I think it's funny because you just said, "Oh, I have the five,"
All
And
right,
and
now he
now
could.
I think
Alucard from Helsing.
Interesting.
Alucard, which is the reverse of Dracula, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. That's interesting.
Uh, the Mask, the animated Mask.
Hmm.
But like the Jim Carrey animated mask.
Roger from American Dad.
Mm-hmm.
That was
And
one of
this
Krusty's
one
as
may
well.
sound cliche, but I want to watch Roger and Rick Sanchez party
Nice.
Who is Rick Sanchez?
from Rick and Morty.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I'm sorry.
You're stealing two of my panel members. We're gonna have to fight.
You stole one of mine.
Bitch, I took him first.
You read my mind, bitch.
There's no rules against reading minds.
Yeah, well, there's no rules about sucking your dick either.
Mm, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So, all right. So that would be your panel.
That's yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting
I
Um,
also
panel.
want to invite Rick there because I'm like, okay, I want you to figure out how all these guys' powers work, and then find a way to apply them to myself.
who
You know,
is okay?
I
Yeah.
thought for sure you would have Static from Static Shock on there.
Oh, that would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know
I
who is,
replaced
but
Roger with Static.
yeah, because Crush has already got Rogers. So
Yeah, but Rick could like reverse engineer the Big Bang gas, and then I could make my own superpowers.
Mm.
Casket, how did you not say Hank Hill? It doesn't even make
Because
sense.
Hank
You're
Hill doesn't
lying.
have any interesting superpowers that I can steal for myself.
Neither
So
does
what? You're not
Beetlejuice.
interested in Hank
Beetlejuice has
Hill?
dead guy powers
How would you choose Beetlejuice over Hank Hill? You're lying, Casket.
because I see
You're being fake.
myself more of a Beetlejuice than a Hank Hill.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Beetlejuice's powers is that he's dead. All you got
Yeah,
to do is
and for
die.
when something happens to me and I finally die, with Zam, now I'm like Beetlejuice. I got these dead guy powers. It's like I'm
Yeah,
dead,
All
but at
right.
least I still got powers and shit.
All right. So no one say
Ca-
Casket's name 3 times, and he can never do anything.
yeah, but Casket told me earlier today that his favorite animated series of all time is King of the Hill. So how do you not choose Hank Hill? It doesn't make any sense to me, at least.
Because I'm thinking about this strategically.
You seriously, I could put you in a room with five people who are animated characters that you want to meet, and one of those is not going to be Hank Hill.
No, like y'all didn't like my first answer, so I gave you my second. Shit.
Man, I can't even believe that. Hank Hill isn't in your first or second answer. If I met Hank Hill, I would say, I'm sorry that Casket treated you so badly because you're freaking Hank Hill. You are you are like the first family of America. You're Hank Hill. How dare Casket? Uh, if I can read the chat for a second, Trespasser says the bus from the Magic School Bus. What did you say about that, Casket or Krusty?
Oh, babe, we could go on our own Magic School Bus adventure with all these animated characters.
Oh come
That would
on, we
be pretty
got Rick for
awesome.
that. He can do anything that Magic School Bus can
Yeah,
do.
is the bus? Here's a different question: is the bus a character, or is it
I would
just the
argue,
bus?
I would argue yes, because it can do things on its own.
It's
It
alive.
does have it does have eyes. That's true. Then they say we are bringing the bus for Magic School Bus to Casket Con 2025.
That would be cool.
What about Casket Con 2045? What would that be like, Casket?
In remembrance of Casket, you all gather here today.
Oh, come on. What about Casket's alive and he's at CasketCon 2045? What would that be like?
I'll be
What panel
55 years old. I don't know if I'm going to live that long.
you will? And what about, okay, let's do a different question. CasketCon panels, let's just say 2025 to be easy. What would we say in our panels? Casket, I'm going to start with you and then we'll go to Krusty. What would a casket panel at CasketCon be oriented towards? What would you say in your
How
panel?
to handle your bread.
What would you say?
Be like,
I
okay,
mean,
this is
that's
how you handle your bread. This is how you throw it.
I
This
don't
is
know
how
that
you
that
hit
would
people with
last. What about a casket panel that was about how to do a 24-hour live stream and then you stop at the 12-hour mark?
it. It wasn't my fault. I had a mic.
He did have migraine. Krusty, okay, here's a different question. Krusty, if Casket has panels, what's a panel that you would have for Casket?
The panel that I would choose for Casket is
You can think. You can. It's a hard question. I know. I can't even think of an answer here.
oh gosh, that is a what do you think, chat? What would be
Yeah,
a topic for a panel?
How to go to the dollar
Casket
store
needs.
101.
That's true.
You know what? I
How
would like to see
to?
Casket. Oh, I got one. I want to see Casket do a how to pick up chicks panel.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that's not. That's what you want to see from Casket, though. We want
Yeah,
to.
it,
Well, I think
We
no, no,
want.
Krusty
no,
would
no,
love
no.
to see
Listen.
anything, really.
Listen.
Oh,
I
that's
want it. I want
mean.
his perception on how to pick up chicks, like from
Chris
Casket's
Pasta
point of view.
says he wants a panel about Casket solving world hunger.
Ooh, okay. Go for it, Casket. Here's your panel.
You want me to solve world hunger?
Go for it.
Oh, my God. I don't fucking know. If I knew how to
What
solve
if
world hunger, I'd be a very rich man.
All right, Casket.
sounds
Now this is your panel. Now
like Casket's
talk
getting
yourself through
cranky?
it. You got
Hold
to
on.
talk
I'm
yourself
trying to
through it.
fix my bed.
What about a casket panel focused on putting up LED lights on your wall, but you only put up some of them, and then you don't put up any more of them?
The
Ooh,
lights died. Fuck.
you know what would be perfect? Oh, what? The
Hold on,
LED
hold on.
lights died as soon as I brought that up, Casket. You're lying. Put those, replug in those. I don't care about your pen. You better put those lights back in, Casket.
Hold on. I want to hear Casket talk about how he would solve world hunger. I want to hear
Oh,
his real answer.
Okay. Talk about solving world hunger, Casket.
God. Oh, God. Okay, so
Hey, so, yeah.
so
The whole world's listening, Casket.
I'm listening. I'm talking. Yes.
Uh huh.
President Richard Nixon is listening right now.
Fuck you. Just fuck you.
Okay,
No. Hey,
tell the
hold on, hold
real
on.
truth.
Yeah. How would
Yeah.
you solve world hunger, Casket?
Well, sorry, I started talking to Richard Nixon.
There goes those sounds.
What sounds?
One
Oh,
of
don't worry
my
about.
characters, I'm going to change it. One of my
No, I want
animated
to know about
characters is
these
the
damn
Futurama Richard
sounds.
Nixon.
No, you got to solve world hunger right now.
All
Just,
right, fine,
yeah,
but after I
Casket, you
solve
know
world
the
hunger, we're gonna have a little discussion.
stop deflecting, tell the real truth. How would you solve world
Okay,
hunger?
regions that can't grow food. We would find regions near those regions and grow more food there and deliver it to the other places.
Who's going to pay for it?
I don't know, some sort of government program that can works with other governments.
How's the government program going to get the money?
Oh, you're being too harsh. We need one
I
through
don't
five.
fucking
We
know,
need to.
man.
No, 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 no. Tell
Casket's
You're
me.
watching
first
an eighth,
response
dude.
to
You're
world
asking an eighth
hunger.
grade dropout to fucking end world hunger, man.
Trespass says growing more pumpkins. Uh, what we have right now is that areas who deal with famine are going to have the areas that have crops near them. They're going to send them crops. Okay, number one. What's number two?
We gotta find a way to make it rain in places where it doesn't fucking rain.
All right. So weather control
Good.
machines.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not
What do they
saying weather
call that?
controlling machines, but just finding a way to make it rain would be beneficial to some places, I'm saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's that conspiracy book called Angels Don't Play This Harp. It's about exactly that. Casket apparently subscribes to this conspiracy. Okay, number three, Casket, the
Uh,
conspiracist.
what if we moved people out of those areas into other areas that are thriving?
All right. Forced migration. Okay.
That's like a what's the comedian's
I
term?
mean,
This
would they
is
rather migrate or starve to death? It's their fucking choice, really.
All right. What's your number four?
I don't know. That's the best I got, man.
What about people who want to eat meat? You're talking about veggies.
All right, I guess we could try and
oh
find a way to breed more animals or somehow breed genetic meat.
the idea of okay, breed more genetic meat. The idea of moving people towards where the food is. The comedian Sam Kinison, he says similar things. Jingle Jess says, "I missed something. What are you talking about? The migrant situation? No, we're talking about how to solve world hunger and casket solutions to it." His answer is, I guess, SpongeBob. Can I say this? Now that there's a live stream, I said earlier to Casket, what if there was a poop? What if McDonald's made a poop burger and they said, "This is going to be the Casket King poop burger. We want you to advertise with it." What do you think Casket said? I don't know that anyone's going to comment quick enough, but Casket said no. He would not do the Casket King poop burger. And I said, Casket, this is McDonald's. And then I said, what if there was a Casket King presents the historian's poop and pee burger? And then I said, what if I got $500,000 from it? How much would you want? And Casket said 5,000. And I said, oh, I'm only going to give you $150 basically off of this. And then he said, okay, I'll um, I'll nagle you here. I'm gonna really try to get a bigger dollar amount here. And he said $200.
No, I said
And I said
2,000.
fine. You didn't. You're
I
lying.
did.
I know you're telling the truth in your mind, but you said $200. Why would I go from 150 or 160 to 2,000?
I don't know.
Why would I? Why would I make that
Because we
jump?
were meeting
You
in the
said 200.
middle.
That's not you know for a fact it was $200. You
Why would I
know.
ask
In
only for
fact, you
$200? I would ask for way more than that.
that's what I was thinking when I heard it. But you asked for $200, and I said, I'm not even going to give you that. And then he said, I would be really upset with you if you won't give me the $200. And then I said, what if I went on like the Joe Rogan podcast and I said, Cassie's a piece of crap. He just wants money off of this crap. And I said, Casket, would you go on your channel and say the historian, he's a piece of crap. He just wants money off of this. Krusty, what do you think Casket would say in that at that point?
I think that I don't think he understands the value of money, and so I think that's what I could see him asking for two
Why do
hundred.
people keep fucking saying
Why do people keep thinking he doesn't understand the value of money? He said weirdly, because Casket just said that, he said no. I would not, and this is just Casket has a great heart, but he said no. I would not make a YouTube video directed towards the historian, even if he did that, even if he really sold me out that hard. And then I said, I don't even remember what it was that I said that eventually got Casket to say something, but eventually, yeah, he would go on his YouTube channel. But for the most part, it's like Casket's he's an incredible friend because
It
I
was
was saying just like the worst things, and I was like, "Would you go on your channel and say like the historian's a piece of crap?" And he was
can we
basically like, "No."
agree? Can we agree as to this is why we love Casket because he can't hold anger in his heart,
You
right?
can't.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask this: do you still hold anger in your heart towards your grandmother, Casket?
that? That's a completely different situation, man.
But yeah, but it's about anger in your heart. And you know what? I'm
Anger
going to say
doesn't
this.
begin to fucking describe how I feel.
So you
Hey,
do,
you quoted
though?
the CD.
Do you hold anger in your heart towards your grandmother? Yes or no?
I do.
Hey, Casket.
Yeah.
I want to steal you tomorrow for a couple of hours. I'm going to live stream on my channel, and I want you to come on.
What time?
4 o'clock Eastern Standard.
420.
We're going to film
I'll do
a.
420.
We're gonna film a magical hallway sequel live on air.
All right.
Yeah, I feel it tomorrow for like an
All
hour and a
right.
half.
Just like remind me like a half hour before.
Will do. It's gonna be
Crosby, that
great.
seems like you're getting out of the game.
What do you mean?
Oh, I thought that was a you leaving. You don't have to, but here I'm going to ask. You just talked about your grandmother. Do you remember one time, Casket, I had said, and you agreed with me here, and I think you really want to forgive your grandmother, although I think you shouldn't. But I had said that Mr. Rogers said that there's one thing that evil hates, and that's forgiveness. And you really agreed with me there. And I assume you were talking about your grandmother. Is I guess I'll say,
Some things are
is that what you
unforgivable,
were
man.
right? Do you think
Here's
you'll
the
ever
thing.
forgive your grandma?
I can recall when your grandmother passed away. You were at peace, and you said you forgave her at that time. What caused this motion to come
Mm.
back?
Cause I
There
thought
was a
I
time.
I thought there would be peace after she died. I thought it's like once she's dead I can finally be at peace. But it's like no. I still fucking hate her. Because she's still in my fucking house. It's like I just want to be rid of her. Damn, if it were up to me, she'd be in the worst septic tank I
I
could find.
think you're telling the truth, but I feel like if she weren't in your house, quote unquote, you think you would be at peace?
I'll be at peace when
Because
karma
I think
finally deals its final blow. Uh,
Well,
which is doing pretty good.
I
what
know
are
we
your
do have
thoughts?
7 people currently, but we haven't had a lot of comments.
Yeah, so
I
let's ask some
said,
questions. Chat, what are your
yeah, I
thoughts?
read the last
She's
I
been
read the
dead for
last
like
comment that
two
was in
years and
there.
she still ain't buried.
I can't even believe that it was that recent. You know what I think is creepy? I was a friend of Casket at that point, and he didn't say anything. Okay, now we have a comment from Trespassa. Serious question: why do we have to talk about Casket's personal life all the time? I
All right, how
don't
about
know.
this? Would you like to
Is
give
that
us
so
a?
bad?
All right, you know what? We can change the subject. I will take the criticism. And to anyone else who wants to comment, ask your questions. We will
Whoa,
answer
whoa,
them.
whoa, whoa! Jingle just says you haunted question, and then says Trespassa. I don't know. They poke fun at him a lot of times. I don't feel like I'm poking fun at Casket. I feel like I'm talking to him.
Listen,
Joel says
okay. You know
ancestors
what?
are
I will
common
say this.
crust.
Listen, I do poke fun at Casket. Why? I've been his friend for over 15 years. We're close as brothers, and he pokes fun back at me. It
Yeah, all
is
the
a
time.
mutual street there. Okay. He makes fun of
Okay,
my
that's true
blindness.
for
I make fun of him. It is a mutual. That's what you do with people you really
he
love.
does. He has
If
made
you
fun of your
listen,
blindness multiple times in the
if you
stream. That's
if you're
true.
not comfortable enough to poke with your friends, then they're not your friends yet.
Hold on,
You have
Krusty.
to reach that. What?
Krusty, hold on. Hold
Jingle
on.
Jess, Jingle Jess.
Krusty, hold on.
Okay,
I'm
whatever you
sending.
want
Hold
to
on,
say,
Krusty. I'm
Cassie.
sending
I'm
you a
sorry.
picture of the sunset.
Oh, okay. This is casket poking fun. Jingle Jess says,
I
I
just want
do
to point
poke
out
fun
how
at
fucked up
casket.
of
And
a
when he
people
says,
we are. That's all.
See, casket can
okay,
dish him out as much as
he
he can
does
take
a
him.
quote. He does a quote and he says, I do poke fun at casket. And he says, this is a crusty quote. And he says, I am vindicated. I didn't mean it as an anti you quote. In fact, it wasn't even you saying this.
No, I did.
But yeah,
You know what?
absolutely.
You take me out of
I don't
context.
typically.
Take me out of context. I do
Well,
poke fun
yeah,
at
I do
casket.
want
He's
to
my
take you out of
brother.
context, and I do want to take you out of context. I don't feel like I poke fun at Casket. Casket, do you feel? And I want you to tell the truth. I don't want you to tell. I don't want you to be phony here. Do you feel that I poke fun at you?
No,
Have I ever?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, oh,
Well, I
Jiggle
think
Just
that's
just
Casket
commented.
not remembering correctly.
I'm
Right.
just
I think
poking
that's
fun,
you.
guys.
Casket not correcting me.
Uh-huh. Hey, you know what?
Right.
Jiggle
And he's
Just, we appreciate you.
That's like just fucking funny. Well, you didn't say that message, Jingle Jazz. So it was Trespasser who said, "Serious question. Why do we have to talk about Casket's personal life?" Well, I think Casket's whole channel is about that because it's about Casket's life. But
Yeah, we're the casket crew.
uh,
It revolves. We orbit around him.
okay, It is 12:30 though
My
in Eastern
goodness.
time. Do you want to say anything? I mean, is there anything else for Krusty or Casket, and then we'll go. But or whatever,
Um,
you can continue. But
yeah, tomorrow at 4, we're going to be doing a Magical Hallway sequel. If you've never watched the original, watch it. It's a treat on Casket Channel. We're going to do a sequel live on mine tomorrow at 4 to 5:30 before we do the Casket Crew podcast. So
Hell yeah.
make sure be there if you're interested. If you like the first one. Anything else you guys want to say before we head out?
Nah, I'm good.
I'm sorry if I didn't read this for trespasses. I mean, if it's like therapy, it's fine. But I do. I want to read all these comments. I don't want to get in trouble with reading comments. But yes, absolutely. Hopefully everyone's there, or hopefully I'm there at least. I don't know if I can be, but yeah, join the Casket Crew podcast tomorrow. I used to think it was Wednesdays, but I think it's changed. Join the Casket Movie Show.
On Wednesdays
Uh,
or whatever day we
yeah,
decide.
yeah, it does change. Casket does not want to meet Hank Hill. That's a shock to me.
I know.
Casket, I assume, is going to just as soon as we end this, he's gonna turn off his computer and go to sleep like in half a second,
Nah,
which
I'm
is
still pretty
Casket's.
awake.
We'll turn the heater off.
I agree, but you can really you can go to sleep very quickly. Jiggle Jess, I will say this: I didn't mean to hurt. I didn't mean to offend you in any way. I think it's cool because I remember in the past you had said that I was one of your top in the casket verse, top casket bursting. Oh yes, I love the heart. And I wish we, yeah. No, I don't think you're mad, but I hope we can talk and on voice sometime soon. Casket, can you do a Hank Hill impression and then end it?
All right. I tell you what.